Narad Muni said only Krishna can save you. Krishna can save you from this curse. So then these two, as Krishna came, so they offered their obeisances to Krishna, and that is how Krishna.
Yes, very good, very good. Tarunji, thank you so much for that wonderful story about Damodar Leela. But what does Damodar mean? What is the name Damodar?
Damodar, I think Dam means the rope and Odar means the stomach. So the rope is bound in the stomach of Lord Krishna.
Yes, yes. Very nice, Tarunji. So, for everyone else, Damodar means the rope tied on Krishna's belly. Udar means Krishna's waist or the tummy area, like where Mother Yashoda tied the rope. So, let's all pray to Krishna and tie a rope of love around him so that he's always in our heart. And Krishna doesn't allow anybody to bind him. If you remember in our story about Mahabharata, Duryodhana tried to, with his army, to tie up Krishna and put him in jail. But he does not allow that because he's a supreme lord. He only allows certain people like Radharani and Yashodamai to tie him up because they want to tie him up with love. Others are trying to tie him up with hate. For those who want to tie him up with hate, he doesn't go there. But anybody who wants to tie him up with love, he will allow. So that's why Yashoda Maya was trying very hard to tie him up, but it's always 2 fingers too short, 2 fingers too short, the rope. Everybody came and gave her more and more rope to tie Krishna, but it's always 2 fingers too short. And Acharyas say what these 2 fingers are. Why is it short? One is Krishna wants us to put in some effort, like chanting, meeting all of us together, talking about Krishna. That is the effort we put in. And the second finger represents mercy of Krishna. So when both of these come together, we can bind Krishna into our heart. So let's all together try to sing this bhajan to get Krishna's mercy, and all of you are putting a wonderful effort by coming to this program, thinking and hearing Krishna Katha. So Krishna should be very pleased by you, and he's coming to you to be in your heart. Okay, so let's sing this bhajan. This is called Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Okay. दरी मथानी ददी में किसी ने तब ध्यान आयो ददी चोर काही गदा गदा कंत पुकारा तिहाई गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति हे कृष्ण हे यादव हे सकेति गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति हाय लिपाटी अंगनारी कोई गोविंद आवे मामर्गे खेले ध्यानास्त में याही पदागराही गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति माता यशोदा हरि को जगावो जागो उठो मोहन नैन खोलो द्वारे खड़ा ग्वाल बुला रहा है गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति विद्यानुरागी निज पुस्तकों में अर्थानुरागी धन संचयों में यही निराली ध्वनि गा रहे हैं गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति लेके करो में दोहानी अनोखी गाओ दुग्धा कद आवलनावेली गौ दुग्ध धारा संग गा रहा है संग गा रही है गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति जागे पुजारी हरि मंदिरों में जाके जगावे हरि को सवारे। हे हे क्षीर सिंधु अब नेत्र खोलो, गोविंद दामोदर माधवेदी। सोया किसी का सुत पालने में, दोरी करो से जब खेन छाई है। हो प्रेम मग्ना उसने पुकारा, गोविंद दामोदर माधवेदी। रोया किसी सूत पलान में हो प्रेम मग्ना उसने पुकारा। रोवो न गावो प्रभु संग मेरे, गोविंद दामोदर माधवेदी। कोई नवेली पत को जगावे, प्राणेश जागो अब निंद त्यागो। बेला यही है हरि गीत गाओ, गोविंद दामोदर माधवेदी। गोविंद दामोदर माधवेदी, गोविंद दामोदर माधवेदी। Hare Krishna. Who would like to read the translations? Okay.
I'll go first.
Okay. Tarunji, since he didn't come for a long time, Sonakshi ji, can you let Tarunji read the first one? You can read the second one? Okay, very good. And then Nitin ji, then we'll repeat. Okay, go ahead, Tarunji. We can't hear you.
When going to churn milk for making butter. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Thank you.
When going to churn milk for making butter, one mother in Vraja remembers Sri Krishna, the butter thief, and in a choked voice cries out, Hey Krishna, Hey Yadava, Hey my friend, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava.
Hare Krishna. Very good. Okay, Sonakshi ji, go ahead.
Another cowherd lady, while cleaning up her courtyard with cow dung and water, calls out, Hey Govinda, come and play in my courtyard. And in deep meditation, she sings Govinda Dormanda
Damodara.
Madhava.
Madhava. Very good. Okay, Nitin ji, please read number 3.
In awakening Sri Hari, Mother Ashoda says, Awaken, get up, Mahana. Open your eyes, your friends are waiting for you at the door. Govinda Damodar Madhava.
Hari Bol, very nice. Okay, we can continue the cycle. So, Tarunji can read number 4. Tarunji, we can't hear you. Are you reading?
Abuji, can I read 5?
Oh.
Always
Yes.
thinking of their books and Americans men are always
Okay. Tarunji, your connection is very slow. The words are muffled.
on their belt. The gopis are
Okay, I'm going to read this for Tarunji because his voice is muffled. As students are always thinking of their books and avaricious men are always thinking of their wealth, the gopis are always singing Govinda, Damodara, Madhava. Hare Krishna, Tarunji, your connection dropped for a bit. We couldn't hear you. But thank you so much for reading. Now Santosh ji, would you like to read number 5?
Yes, Prabhuji. As the young milkmaids milk the cows, in unison they sing Govinda Damodara Madhava.
Hari bol. Very good. Okay. Sonakshi ji, number 6.
As the Poultry enters the madre in the morning to waken. Sri Harishi says, Hey Krishna Abdu, ocean of milk. Open your eyes. Hey Govinda, the Moradre Mahavanda.
Madhava. Yeah. Govinda Damodara Madhava. So a pujari, when he goes to open the temple in the morning, mandir means temple, right? And he awakens Lord Hari by saying, Hey, ocean of milk. That's why Shira Sindhu means ocean of milk. Please open your eyes. Okay, very good. Thank you, Sonakshi ji. Tarunji, I don't know if your connection is better now. Do you want to try number 7?
Yes, Prabhuji. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
As the young mother rocks her baby son in his cradle by pulling a rope while immersed in prema, she calls out in a chalk voice, Govinda, Damodara, Madhava.
Hari bol, very good. Yes. Okay, Nitinji and Santoshji can read the last 2.
The baby boy in the cradle cries out in great love, Oh cows, don't cry. Prabhu is with me. Govinda Damodara Madhava.
Hare Krishna. Okay, Santoshji, would you like to read the last one?
Yes, Prabhuji. A newly married wife awakens her husband by saying, Awaken, master of my life. Give up your sleep and sing the song of Hari, Govinda, Damodara and Madhava.
Hari bol. So this is a very nice wife waking up her husband saying, Hey, husband, you have to pray to Krishna. Hari, wake up and sing Govinda Damodara Madhava. Okay. So that's our bhajan for today. Next week, when we come back, we'll be in the Kartik month, which is very auspicious. If you look at the moon tonight, and tomorrow night, it'll be a full moon, because that's the beginning of the lunar month, and this month is very, very auspicious. So please make use of it. Try to intensify your spiritual activities, because it's like a Thanksgiving sale. Everybody goes to buy things because everything is very cheap. So in this month, it's very, very easy to get Krishna's mercy. If you do little bit, Krishna rewards by so much. So make use of this month, the spiritual sale that's going on. Okay. All right. So Ayana has also come now. So we can start with our recap of last week. Not sure how many of you remember what we learned last week. We started with this pastime where Radha Krishna meet, and at that time Kutila comes to kind of catch Radharani red-handed meeting with Krishna.
I remember that one.
Yes. Sonakshi ji, please enlighten us.
So Radharani was trying to go to meet Krishna, but she was telling that she went to that Yashoda, the Yamuna, to take a bath. So Kutila was convinced that Radhavali will go to Krishna instead of going to Yamuna. So she was thinking, okay, I must follow Radharani and catch her red-handed from seeing Krishna.
Yes.
So she was following Radharani to Yamuna, and she was thinking, okay, I'll catch Radharani. I'm positive that she'll be with Krishna instead of going to Yamuna.
Yes, yes.
So she was following this, and if it's true, Radharani was going to Krishna instead of going to Yamuna.
Hmm.
And then Radharani ran into Abhinya,
Abhimanyu, yes, very good.
Abhimanyu.
Hmm.
She was telling, "Oh, brother, I think Radharani is going to go to Krishna instead of going to Yamuna."
Hmm.
So, so, um, so as they're following Radharani, they found out that Radharani was taking a shower, but while she met with Krishna. Kotila knew they met with Krishna, so she was asking for proof, and then she came to a cabin with a door, and all of Radharani's friends were there, including Radharani. They were happy, and then Kotila was asking, "Let's open this door." They were like, "You cannot open this door." Kotila just broke open the door and saw Radharani's necklace and Krishna's like a necklace of flowers.
Garland, yes.
Yeah, garland.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
But while she saw that Krishna was Abhimanyu, so he told he told Kotila, if that's true, get the proof, get Radharani home if they're not meeting, and if they met and have proof, get that to me, I'll handle everything. So she found proof and took that proof to Abhimanyu and took Radharani away as well. After she did the bath in the Abhimanyu, and then that's how she was caught. But it was actually Krishna. He took Radharani home and told, "I'm gonna go out." So I heard people saying that Krishna is gonna dress up as me. If you see someone looking like me, do not let them enter the house. And he went away. And then the real Abhimanyu came, and then Kutila, but Kutila was like throwing rocks at him.
Yeah.
So he was running away and trying to get they were thinking there was a ghost in there. They were trying to get I don't remember what it was called, but like a kind of potion to help him better.
Hari Bol, very nicely narrated. Sonakshi ji, Hari Bol, very good. It was very nice to hear the story from you. Okay, so then we discuss about how Abhimanyu carried Krishna to Radharani, and this was when Mother Yashoda had a lot of gifts for Radharani, and Krishna took out all the gifts and got into the box. And then when Yashoda said, "Hey Abhimanyu, take this to your wife, these are very precious jewels," Abhimanyu carried the box with Krishna in it to Radharani, and then Radharani and Krishna met. Okay, so that's a beautiful pastime. And then this was the pastime where Radharani was not very had transcendental anger to Krishna, and then Krishna came as a beautiful young gopi girl, Kalavali, who sang very well for Radharani. And then the Vishaka and Lalita told Radharani, "Hey, this is not a gopi, this is Krishna." And Radharani wanted to gift this gopi beautiful clothes, and he said, "You have to change right away." And Krishna said, or Kalavali said, "No, no, no, I can't, I'm very shy, I can't change." Then Radharani said, "We are all girls here, you can simply change." And then they tried to take off the blouse of this Kalavali, and two mangoes fell down. And it was actually Krishna. And so we discussed that pastime. All right. So Krishna is dressing up as a girl a few times. We discussed how he dressed up as Shyama Gopi, and then as Kalavali, and today we'll discuss how he dressed up as Vidyavali. So, so this is a pastime where Krishna and Radharani were meeting every time, and Jatila and Kutila were very, very angry that Krishna is able to meet Radharani. And so Jatila made a decision that she is not going to let Radharani out of the house again to go to the Yamuna, like Sonakshi ji was saying, or go to do the Surya Puja that she used to go to do, or she cannot go to Mother Yashoda's house in Nanda Bhavan to cook for Krishna, because even after Radharani's marriage, Radharani used to go to Mother Yashoda and cook every day for Krishna, because Durvasa Muni had given this boon that Radharani, whoever eats what Radharani cooks will have long life and would have good health. So Mother Yashoda always had Radharani go to the house to cook for Krishna. But again, all Rajavasis wanted that, because Krishna had to kill a lot of demons. Krishna was always in danger because of Kamsa. So everybody wanted Radharani's good luck and good cooking to help Krishna with doing all that protection. But Jatila decided from today onwards, Radharani will not go to Nandagaon, and she will be locked in this house. I don't want my sister-in-law to go to another house to cook. I don't want that Krishna to see her. So that was the decision. So on the morning, Krishna had to go to herd the cows, and Radharani couldn't come, and Radharani was feeling very sad, and she was, because of the separation from Krishna, she was having a huge fever, and then all her Sakhis were putting water on lotus petals and making her lie on there. Like when you have a fever, sometimes your parents would try to reduce the fever by either giving you some medicine or putting some wet cloth on your forehead or something where your temperature doesn't increase. So similarly, all the Sakhis were trying to help Radharani not have a huge temperature, and Radharani was feeling very, very sad, because this is what she did as a service to Krishna, and she's not being allowed to do it. So she's very sad, and then Krishna was waiting for his food before going in the morning, but it didn't come. So Mother Rohini cooked for Krishna, and Krishna ate the prasad. He didn't eat much because he's always waiting for Radharani's cooking, so he left. And then Dharmishta is one of the maid servants in Nandagaon. She came all the way to check what's going on with Radharani, and there she saw Radharani was having a fever, and her mother-in-law was not letting her go, and her mother-in-law Jatila was saying, no, we can't let her go. If you want, she can cook for you from here. She will not come to Nandagaon, and she can cook some some very simple food, and you can take it. That's all she can do. So Radharani was feeling very feverish and unconscious. The Dharmishta came and said, oh, Krishna is here. Then Radharani forgot all her fever and got up because she was wanting to see Krishna so much. And then Dharmishta said, hey, Radharani, Krishna really needs to have your cooking. So why don't you cook something here? Your mother-in-law is not letting you go to Nandagaon, but you are in Yavat, so you can just cook for Krishna from here, and I'll take it to Krishna. So Radharani never misses an opportunity to serve Krishna. So she immediately forgot about a fever, and she got better, and she started cooking for Krishna. And then as Dharmishta was going, she said something in Radharani's ear. This was a plan how to fix the situation. And then Dharmishta went, and she took the bhog for Krishna. When Krishna came back after herding the cows, he ate it in the night. And he was supposed to eat the next morning as well. So then what happened was, this plan that Dharmishta told Radharani was taking effect. So just listen. What happened was, Vishaka came and said to Kutila and Jatila, "Oh, misfortune has befallen us. A snake has bitten Radharani, and she is not well. She's really in a bad situation. Her body is all shivering, and the poison is getting into her body. What happened was, it was dark in the night, and the snake was having a very shiny head, and in the night she thought it was a jewel that fell off her body, and when she went to pick it up, the snake bit her, and she is not well at all." So then Jatila and Kutila was like, "Oh, what misfortune has come upon us!" And she sent Abhimanyu to find a doctor who can give an antidote for the poison. Okay, Tarunji is lifting his hand. Anything you want to say? No. Okay. All right. So
Can I ask you something?
yes, Sonakshiji, yes.
But was Krishna gonna be the snake doctor that Abhimanyu is gonna get?
Oh, listen, you gotta listen. I don't want to give up the story, but you are thinking in the right direction. Okay, so Abhimanyu went to find the snake poison remover physician, and what happened was, Abhimanyu couldn't find, when he was going, Radharani said, "Only a woman can fix me. I don't let any man to touch my body. So you have to find a female snake poison remover." So they were thinking who to go, and they heard that there was Gargamuni, and there was his daughter, and they heard that they know how to remove the snake poison. And by that time, Krishna had reached that house, and like Sonakshi ji said, there was a gopi called Nandimukhi, and Nandimukhi's sister is Vidyavali. So this Vidyavali was supposed to know how to remove poison. So they all came and requested Vidyavali to come. And Vidyavali initially was saying, "Oh, I don't go to others' house. We are very big Brahmins who cannot go to somebody else's house to help." And then Jatila said, "Oh, please come. My daughter-in-law is dying. You got to come, please." Then he said, "Oh yes, to save a girl, I will come." So she was trying to say, like, this Jatila was the one who didn't let Radharani go, but to Krishna's house, but now she is coming. So then Vidyavali will come, and she said, "The way to remove the poison is, I will chew some beetle, and then I have to smear that on because Vidyavali is supposed to have a lot of medicinal powers. So I'll put that on Radharani, and she has to taste the beetle mix, and all the beetle nut is there, the red color. So she has to so Vidyavali comes and tries that, but nothing happens. And Vidyavali says, "Oh, this poison is so big, the only way is I have to bring that snake back into life, or not back into life, back from where it's hiding, and the snake itself has to pull all the poison out of Radharani's body." So Krishna said, "That is a very, very secret mantra. So only myself and Radharani has to be in the room." And so he made everybody leave, and Vidyavali and Radharani is the only one in the room. And Vidyavali is talking very loudly. "Oh snake, you have come now. Now take this poison out of Radharani." And the snake starts talking. Snake says, "Oh, I can't do that. I'm coming from Kailasa. I was sent by Lord Shiva, and I was supposed to kill Jatila." But then Vidyavali asked, "Then if you wanted to kill Jatila, then why did you uh, or why did you want to kill Jatila?" Then the snake says, "That is because uh, Jatila told the Radharani not to cook for Krishna, and Krishna is Lord Shiva's favorite deity to pray to, and Lord Shiva does not like anybody stopping Krishna and Radharani in their pastimes. So so the snake is very angry. So then Vidyavali asks, "Then snake, why didn't you bite Jatila? Why did you bite Radharani?" So so the snake says, "That's because um, you know Abhimanyu is first he wanted to bite Abhimanyu because Abhimanyu is Jatila's son, and then but Abhimanyu he couldn't bite because Radharani is Abhimanyu's wife. So he had to first bite Radharani, then bite Abhimanyu, and then when both of them are dead, then Jatila will die because of missing her son and her daughter-in-law. That was the plan. So then Jatila and Kutila from outside hearing this said, "Oh snake, please don't do anything. We will never say anything bad about Krishna. We will not stop Radharani from going to Krishna and cooking for him. So please." And Kutila will also come and say, "I will never do that. I'm so sorry." And then the snake says, "Okay, if you promise." Then the snake voice goes away, and then Vidyavali opens the room and says, "Oh, Radharani is saved." And at this point, everybody comes and sees Radharani is okay, and everybody is so happy, and they were all praising Vidyavali for having this wonderful power. And then Kutila or Jatila says, "Oh Radharani, you have to give all your jewels to this girl Vidyavali because she saved your life." And then when everybody was there, Radharani was taking all her precious jewels and was decorating this girl Vidyavali. And Radharani is thinking, "Oh, I was not supposed to meet Krishna, but now I'm able to be with Krishna. Not only be with Krishna for a few hours, just she and Krishna were together. He is now able to decorate Krishna with all these wonderful jewels. All that she had, she was putting on the Lord, and she was feeling so happy to have this wonderful situation that Krishna created, so that she and Krishna could be together." And then it was getting late. It was already 12 at midnight, and then everybody said, "Oh, Vidyavali and Nandimukhi has to go back to their families." But then Jatila said, "No, they shouldn't go. They should stay for a few days." And then they forced Vidyavali and Nandimukhi to stay with Radharani for a few days. So that's how Krishna and Radharani spent even more time together, though they were not supposed to meet. And Radharani from then on was able to go back and cook for Krishna every day in Nandabhavan with Mother Yashoda for Krishna. So whenever there are some obstacles in our life, Krishna removes that so that we can pray to Krishna. All right. So that is this pastime, and that actually ends all the pastimes of Radha and Krishna before Krishna went to Mathura to kill Kamsa. Akrura comes and then in a chariot takes Krishna and Balram we discussed all that in Krishna stories. So now we won't focus on those pastimes, but when Krishna was 11 years old, he left Vrindavan, and then very close to Vrindavan is Mathura, where Kamsa was the king, and Kamsa was killed, and then Krishna was there. Then Krishna went to Santipani's ashram for education, because he was just a cowherd boy before. And then when he was 25, he left to Dwaraka. He built a big palace in the ocean in Gujarat, that is on the west side of India. So it is very far from Vrindavan. So Radharani and Krishna were separated for many years, 100 years, because of the curse of Sridhama. We discussed that in Goloka Vrindavan. There was this pastime where Krishna arranged so that Radharani and Krishna will not physically see each other for 100 years. So that's why they were separated for that long.
Do they see each other in dreams?
Yeah, by imagination. Whenever Radharani thinks, Krishna will be there. It is said that the love in separation is even more stronger. So they were enjoying those wonderful pastimes in separation. So then there was this, when Krishna was in Dwaraka, there was this instance where there was a big Ashwamedha Yagya being conducted by the Dwaraka Vasis. And Ashwamedha Yagya was being done in those times by great kingdoms. What they would do is they'll take a very decorated horse and let the horse run. And wherever the horse runs, if somebody stops the horse in that kingdom, then there will be a fight to make sure the horse is safe. And then if the person who left the horse is able to win, the horse can again go, and if the horse completes a huge circle and comes back to the kingdom where they started, it's said that the yagya is successful. So for this yagya, the horse was sent out, and there was a big demon man called Bilvala who stole the horse. And then,
the horse?
Yeah, so then Aniruddha and all the Yadus had to go on a fight, and then Krishna came to save everyone. And then after that, all the kings who were kind of envious of Krishna didn't do anything to the horse, because they saw, oh, Bilvala couldn't match with Krishna, so we are not going to take this horse away from doing what it is running around. So then finally this horse reached Vrindavan, and then Sridhama, who is the Gopa boy, he looked at the horse. He's a very decorated horse, so he checked on the forehead of the horse. There's a message. It said it is Ugrasena's horse, and he let Nanda Maharaj know that this horse is coming from Dwaraka. So then Nanda Maharaj was so happy. Oh, he said, let's take this horse and keep it with us, so that Krishna will come see us. So they actually took the horse, and they were feeding the horse away in Vrindavan. So then all the big army of Krishna and everybody came, and from far itself, Nanda Maharaj his right side was shivering, and he thought, why is this shivering? Because his little son Krishna is coming back after so many years. He thought it as an auspicious sign, and then suddenly somebody was shouting, oh, Krishna is here, Krishna is here. And Nanda Maharaj was crying tears of happiness, and as Krishna came, he was just bathing Krishna in his tears, and he was so happy to see Krishna. And then Mother Yashoda came. They all were so happy to see Krishna.
Where was Radharani?
Yeah, so I'm coming to that. So then Krishna met with his parents, Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj, and then Nanda Maharaj decided to feed all the Yadus with a big feast, and he was arranging for that. Aniruddha, Krishna's grandson, Krishna has a grandson at that time, because Pradyumna then Aniruddha, right? But Krishna is still looking as a young 16-year-old boy. So, so Krishna's grandson was setting up tents over the Yamuna for everybody to stay there in Vrindavan for a night, and then Nanda Maharaj was setting up a big feast for everyone. And in that time, Radharani came and gave an invitation to Krishna to come to a banana grove, and then all the gopis and Krishna were all meeting each other, and they were so happy to see each other, and and um, and Radharani was looking at Krishna, and asking him why did he leave. He said he'll come back fast. Why didn't he come back? And they were having all those discussions. And Krishna said, "Don't worry, I will tell you about all this soon. But I'm not going to leave you and all that." Krishna says, "I'll always be with you. Whenever you think about me, I will be there with you." And then there was this huge. Krishna performed his rasa dance again with all the gopis and Radharani. That's what we see here. So the last pastime we want to discuss is a similar situation where Krishna came. It is very close to this previous meeting where Krishna came to Vrindavan. There was another place called Siddhashrama. Siddhashrama is a very auspicious place for Lord Ganesh, and everybody comes there to pray to Lord Ganesh. And so Krishna and the Yadus had come there, and Radharani and all the Vrajavasis had also come. So this just like Kartik month, there's a month called Vishak. So in this month of Vishak, on the full moon day, everybody prays to Lord Ganesh to remove all obstacles. So yeah, even Krishna had come there, and before that Radharani had arrived, and she was making good garlands for Ganesh, and Ganesh told Radharani, "Oh mother, you are the supreme mother. You are the source of all the female incarnations, and you are a part of Krishna. Whatever you bought for me, just give it to the Brahmanas, because by that I will get your mercy." And so by that time Krishna had arrived, and Radharani was feeling very sad still that Krishna was not with Radharani. And then Krishna told Radharani everything about this material world, that Kali Yuga is coming, and it is time to go back to Godhead. And so Krishna arranged a big chariot for Radharani and everybody to go back to Vrindavan, and Krishna went with them to Vrindavan. And another Krishna expanded to the Narayana form, and that Narayana form went with all the Yadus back to Dwaraka, and Krishna went with Radharani and all the gopis back to Vrindavan, and there everybody met. And then Krishna said it is time to go back home, back to Goloka Vrindavan. And then from the skies a big chariot arrived with all the heavenly gopis, and they took Radharani and all the gopis, because their body is already a spiritual body, so they didn't have to die and then the soul goes and gets into their spiritual body. No, they were actually the same spiritual body. With the body they had, they were able to go back home, back to Godhead, to Goloka Vrindavan, where Radharani was welcomed by everyone, and she was made to sit on the throne. And then Mother Vrinda Devi, who's Tulsi Devi, was there. She was doing wonderful puja on the feet of Radharani, and giving her all, making her very comfortable. And Radharani remembered how she had left and now come back to Goloka Vrindavan. And then by that time Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj, Kirtita Devi, everybody had arrived back. They all wound up their Bhuloga Vrindavan
Abhimanyu
pastime.
and everyone?
Yeah. So Abhimanyu is just a shadow incarnation of Krishna. So he's just in the material world, or Bhuloga Vrindavan, not in Goloka Vrindavan. So Radharani went back home, back to Godhead, and Krishna and gopis and Gopa boys, everybody um, are there in their eternal place. So that is the end of today's class. Are there any doubts before we go to the Kahoot quiz?
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
What are we gonna go over now that we finished this?
So we are following this book by Bhakti Purushottama Swami Maharaj, and we covered this pastimes until Radharani goes back. Next section that I see is pastimes after Krishna leaves Vrindavan. Sorry, that we just completed. We are going to have a chapter called Glories of the Gopis' Love for Krishna. So there are a few chapters left in this book. About less than quarter of the book is left. There are some pastimes of Radharani coming back to the Bhuloga Vrindavan to see the devotees of Krishna and to bless them to become better devotees. So we will read some of those pastimes in the next class. But yes, Ayana, we are coming to the end of this book as well.
Wait, so
Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. Ayana is looking at a spider and getting afraid.
no, it's up there.
Okay, the game pin for today is 9635729.
It's Halloween.
Is that why they have a scary music?
Yeah.
Do you hear this? Okay, Santosh ji and Nitin ji have joined. Glimmer. Wonder who Glimmer is. Tarun ji has joined. Very cool. Okay, do we have everyone?
No.
And
Okay, can we start? Alright, there's Radharani also.
Wow, it's even on here.
Okay, who told Radharani not to go cook for Krishna in Nanda Bhavan? Kutila, Jatila, Abhimanyu, Krishna. Yes, Jatila. Okay. Alright. Who came to get food for Krishna from Yavat since Radharani could not go to Nandagaon? Dhanishta, Vishaka, Lalita, Ananka Manjari. You gotta eliminate. So yeah, so Dhanishta is the right answer. Vishaka, Lalita, Ananka Manjari are all with Radharani all the time. Dhanishta is a maid servant in Mother Yashoda's house or Nanda Bhavan. Yeah. Okay. Who was coming to cure Radharani of the snake bite? Vidyavali, Balram, Snake Charmer, Abhimanyu. Yes, Vidyavali. Okay. How did Vidyavali get the poison out from Radharani? Mantra, medicine, invoke, snake who bit, all of them. Invoking snake who bit is the right answer. Because, again, this is all a drama that Krishna is playing, but everything else didn't work, and Krishna had to close the door and call the snake to come. And okay. What promises did Jatila and Kutila make to request the snake or Radharani? Radharani should cook for Krishna and Nandagram. Never speak ill of Radharani. Never stop Radharani from going to Nandagram. All of the above. Yes, all of the above. Okay. How many years did Radharani and Krishna live in separation? 1, 10, 100, 125. Yes, 100. Last question. Where did Radharani meet Krishna before returning to Goloka? Kailasa, Siddhashram, Rameshwaram, Dwaraka. So where was the Ganesh Puja happening? Yes, it's Siddhashram. Okay, let's see who's on the podium. Third goes to Glimmer. Second goes to Radha. And first goes to Santoshji and Nitinji. Hari Bol. Very good. But all of you are winners who played. And so thank you so much for joining. Enjoy the next month of Kartik. Pray to Krishna, and Krishna will reciprocate with his mercy. So I want to thank everyone for coming today. Vancha kalpatarupascha kripa sindhupya evacha patitanam pavanepyo vaishnavepyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna, Hari Bol.
Bro, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Nitinji,
Hare Krishna.
Santoshji.
Just want to draw a little bit.
Very nice. Hari Bol. Santoshji and Nitinji are saying Hari Bol. Very nice.
There.
Hare Krishna. Okay.
Okay.